Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. It's Wednesday the 12th of October. It's a dark October morning here in Northumberland. A bit of an early start because we have the Eucharist to preside at today in Beadnell, and so I only record the reflection on a Wednesday. And it's an interesting day to record a reflection because we have three characters. Three very different characters. Wilfrid of Ripon, who died in the year 709. We have Elizabeth Fry, who died in 1845, and Edith Cavell, who died in 1915. And there are contrasts here. Firstly, Wilfrid. Wilfrid was a great figure in the Northumbrian church and in the British church. But he was a very controversial figure. He was three times sacked and reinstated. He fell out with everyone. He fell out with the Celtic and the Irish church because it was thought to favour, because he was thought to favour Rome, and he rather looked down at his fellow Christians, including ones he'd been educated with. But he also fell out with Theodore of Canterbury, sent by the Pope to reform and restore the church in England. Indeed, there aren't many people he didn't fall out with. Yet at other times he encouraged the ministry of women in the church. He was a fervent evangelist, and he used his undoubted wealth for the gospel and to build marvellous churches, Hexham and Ripon Cathedral, who are celebrating him this year. So he's a powerful, powerful force, but probably not a very pleasant character. On the other hand, we have Elizabeth Fry, a prison reformer, someone seeking to bring compassion into the penal system and to care for those who were in need. And Edith Cavell, a nurse in the First World War, who also helped British prisoners to escape and was finally shot by the Germans. Two different groups. Wilfrid with his fierce passion and his very many corners, and Elizabeth Fry and Edith Cavell, very strong women, but with powerful compassion. And what does that say to us? Well, first of all, it says we're all different. I find it very hard to sympathise with Wilfrid, but I can see what he achieved. And it's important that we remember those achievements, to see the great church at Hexham or the marvellous cathedral at Ripon pay tribute to his zeal. Whereas the zeal and the faith of Elizabeth Fry and Edith Cavell are reflected in the way in which they touch lives with compassion and love. We are who we are, but who we are must be moderated by the life of Christ living in us. Christ wants us to be the best possible version of ourselves, to live lives that are transformed and informed by his grace and love. So today, let's set about that task of living for Christ. And let us hold in our hearts the people of Ukraine and Iran and all those who are suffering at this time because of the persecution, of the aggression, of the violence of others. And pray that we may follow the way of the Prince of Peace. May God bless us all.